Biafrans, we are here again, and we all know the reason why we are fighting and doing what we are doing. That is for the freedom of our dear loving country, the freedom of our nation. We remember our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What we are doing, standing our ground, that will be one of the reasons why the zoo country called Nigeria won't have any other option than to release him. There is a time our Prime Minister made it clear. The more they detain our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the more the Nigerian state will regret kidnapping him from Kenya. They thought that we stop what we are doing. And we have proven them wrong. By now, I'm thinking the zoo country called Nigeria will be wise enough. And they collide with their partners in crime, their friends, their allies, the British government, putting pressure on the Finnish authority. We understand the politics they are playing. At the end of the day, why do they call our Prime Minister for so-called questioning? So-called questioning for over a month is to stop what we are doing. And since then, I have a question for this terrorist country called Nigeria. Have they stopped the movement? No. Have they stopped the voluntary sit at home in solidarity of our two great leaders? Have they stopped the sit at home? No. The movement is still waxing stronger. We prove them wrong. We send a message to the terrorist country that we are Biafrans. We are not Nigeria. I am not a Nigerian, and you cannot force me to be a Nigerian. You can't force Biafrans to be Nigerians. You can't force Biafrans to speak Hausa, to speak Fulani, to speak any other language, if not the Biafran language. You can't force Biafrans from who they're not for them to acclaim or be who they're not. Biafrans have their language as a people. Biafrans have their ideology as a people. Biafrans are predominantly Christians and the Jews religion and the tradition. We are not jihadist Muslims. Biafrans eat different type of food from the terrorist country, Nigeria. We have nothing in common. This war that they have brought upon us, there's no how they can win. We fought war before, a war of genocide that the Nigerian state brought upon us. After 50 years, what happened? We are back again. 3 days ago in Washington, D.C., actually one of the congressmen, he is the one that reminded me. He said he is aware of the war from 1967. He is aware of everything that happened. He made it clear he's following our progress. He's following what is happening. And at the time, he said he's not surprised that the Biafran children have risen again to claim their land, to have their country, to be self-governed. We don't need jihadist terrorists to govern us. We can govern ourselves. All what we are asking for, let them leave us alone. Let them leave us alone as a people. We have the right. It's our God-given right. We never invaded anyone's territory. We never waged war upon the North or the Southwest. They brought this war upon us, 1967 till 1970. And it has started again. Our leader, Philip Effiong, made it clear that if the Nigerian state didn't treat the Biafra right, the Biafran children will rise up again. Here we are, back to 1960s again. By now, the international community, the so-called UN, the Nigerian state, they should have learned. These people want to govern themselves. The Biafrans want to be left alone. The Biafrans don't want to be part of Nigeria. This is not rocket science, it's common sense. Nigerian state terrorist country, leave our land alone. Leave us alone. We are not part of you. We are not terrorists like you are. Leave us alone. Update of our Prime Minister. The so-called questioning is ongoing. Why for the past month and a half, they are waiting to see if we will crumble. They are waiting to see if we surrender. They are waiting to see if the Biafran government in exile will be dissolved and you won't hear anything about the government and the Biafran people. But we proved them wrong. Fellow Biafrans, our leaders, both our Prime Minister and our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, will definitely be released. They do nothing wrong. I'm in a meeting before this IOU program, which lasted over 2 hours. What we are doing is yielding fruit. Not everything will be in social media. But at the end of the day, Biafra will be a sovereign nation.
That's right.
And from those causing mayhem, propagandists, those that are defaming our name, blackmailing us, shame unto you. Most of you know that what you are doing is wrong. Why are you doing it? One of our honorable Ruby Nadi stated earlier, what we are doing is voluntary. I have not been paid a dime. I haven't been paid one ejema. No one have paid me 1 cent since I joined the struggle to liberate Biafra land. I haven't been paid, and I'm not asking for it. We are doing it voluntarily. My journey to Washington, D.C. 3 days ago, it cost me the whole day. I left my business. I sponsor myself to get to my point A and point B with my money. And I'm doing it from the bottom of my heart. I love what I'm doing. I'm glad I'm doing this. If this is the last thing I do before I die, so be it. I love it. Fighting for freedom, fighting for humanity, for those that believe in God. This is one thing that God will love you most, because He is not going to come down from heaven to do this for us. He created us in His own image, and the God of justice and truth will be happy that you and I are fighting on His behalf to make sure that the humanity that He created get a better life. We are doing this for the love of our people, the love of Biafrans. Our people have been killed over 5 million. A hurt. This is our family members. Think about it. The region where we are today, is it better than Dubai? Can it compete among nations? The cities in Biafra land, can it compete among cities? The cities in Biafra land, is there any of the city from Enugu to Aba to Owerri to Port Harcourt to Akwa Ibom? Is there any of this city that is top among 1,000 cities on earth? The answer is no. That's why we are fighting, so we can compete, so we can be among nations, so we can build. We can be like Dubai. We can be like US. We can be like other regions and live a normal life and enjoy this world that God has created. Please be truthful to yourself. Stop dragging us back. Fellow Biafrans, those in Twitter trying to discourage other Biafrans by defamation, character assassination of all kinds, disease from it. So when Biafra is restored, you can enjoy, and the land of Biafra will bless you. If not, if you make it to Biafra land, the land of Biafra will reject you and will turn to a curse if you don't desist from your evil act. Support what we are doing. The fight we are fighting for is real. It's a just cause. It's the right thing to do. Support the ROU, of which you will still repay back and still enjoy the money that you have borrowed us to liberate ourselves. All the honorables and ministers, thank you all. Thanks all Biafrans, both home and abroad, and those that will listen to the program today and be part of it. Thank you. Ndewo.